What's up, everybody? It is Shoe Sage, and yes, it is pronounced Shoe Sage. We're gonna be spinning back and watching why Gojo versus the Big Three isn't close. In my opinion, I also have to agree. Yeah, Gojo versus the Big Three isn't close. The Big Three wins, right? Actually, I don't know. I just previously reacted to why Naruto vs. Luffy isn't close. Was made by the exact same person. If you want to watch that reaction video, go check it out. I think the only thing Gojo really got going for him is just the fact that he has Infinity. I mean, Gojo isn't physically stronger than any of those guys, or faster, or more doable. I don't know too much, no, but I don't want to waste more of you guys' time. Be sure to subscribe button, and after you do that, we can get straight into the video.
Gojo Satoru versus the Big Three. Oh, brother. This is honestly going to be one of the more fun, popular topics I do, as it'll give me time to explain why Gojo is not as strong as people think, along with going over how strong Jujutsu Kaisen.
You know what that means? The Big Three wins. Oh, man, yeah, the very moment he said that statement. But since I could be wrong, because I was wrong about the last statement, too. So, like, let me shut up.
In general, since not only do we have the Gojo Glazers, but we have people who think that Jujutsu Kaisen unironically caps at Mach 3. If y'all want versus battles related with Gojo, or just any characters you'd like to see scrap in the next one, let me know down below. Let's not waste any more time, ladies and gentlemen, and just get into why this man Gojo sucks. I'm just kidding. Kinda. Now, Gojo Satoru is regarded as the strongest modern sorcerer who's known for his Infinity ability. Whoa, Tyler, what's Infinity? Well, viewer, I'm glad you asked.
Why are you sitting in that voice?
Gojo creating a space between him and his opponent where the closer they get to him, the further the distance will be. And he has this on passively. Originally, he didn't, but then he trained to have it on passively. And this is why people find Gojo to be so OP, or is regarded as one of the strongest anime characters ever, because you can't even hit, bro. However, he can't hit people while having this on, as the closer they get, the more distance it creates. So he's gonna have to turn it off if he wants to do any significant damage to the Big Three. Along with this, he has abilities like Red and Blue, which destroy and pull anything towards its way, along with Hollow Purple, which is a combination of Red and Blue, which destroys anything in its path on a molecular level. But that's not even his best ability, which is the Infinite Void Domain Expansion.
Yeah, his Domain Expansion is probably his best ability he got.
He's gonna essentially have a guaranteed hit with his Infinite Void, and this allows Gojo to overload information into his opponents and incapacitate them completely. Which none of the Big Three, if I'm being honest, have an answer to if Gojo can somehow get this off.
Nah.
How strong Gojo himself is, well, he is just straight up stated to be the strongest modern sorcerer, more than likely upscaling from characters like Yuki and Akari. If you think Gojo doesn't scale to Yuki and Akari, well, go talk to the author, not me. Anyways, he should upscale from characters like Yuki, who was able to create a perfect sphere black hole, which required energies that could destroy even planets. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but to be honest, this is the only kind of good feat in JJK. Everything else is basically just saying, well, Dagon can create an island, and Jogo can create a mountain with their domain expansions. Which, I mean, for Gojo, it doesn't really matter, but domains themselves are somewhat of a hacks ability, more so than just straight up AP. But you know,
yeah, that is
those
true.
Nerds in the comments, well, domains are actually created from the user's cursed energy, and obviously the cursed energy should scale to the user. Yeah, I get it. Point is, this is the best feat in JJK, so you know what? I'm just gonna give Gojo the benefit of the doubt here. And like I said earlier, he should upscale from Akari, who's able to avoid a point-blank lightning blast to the face by sacrificing his arm, and calculations have this feat at over Mach 4000, or in the massively hypersonic plus range.
I didn't even think he was that fast.
Pretty shaky, but honestly,
I didn't even think he was that fast. I thought Gojo was at least busting like supersonic speed, but congratulations.
This tier of power might not even be inconsistent for at least Gojo and Sukuna, since it's said that Sukuna can destroy the world. For this video, again, I'm going to be giving Gojo the benefit of the doubt here, as it doesn't really matter. Now, when talking about the Big Three and their scaling, I feel like it's very cut and dry, especially when regarding their endgame level powers. In both One Piece and Naruto, we have characters who Luffy and Naruto would both go on to surpass, who are capable of destroying planets to maybe even reaching those star level tiers of power. Specifically, Old Whitebeard in One Piece, who'd be at least relative with Gear 5, as he can fight Kaido, another Yonko, and it's said that when the Yonkos fight, it's not going to be an easy battle regardless of the outcome. And the One Piece world, at best in my opinion, is the size of a small star, which if we take at face value,
I didn't even know that.
Be in that tier. So
I didn't know that until last video of the One Piece world. Why are all these anime universes the size of like god damn? That's why I take One Piece so damn long to finish. All that damn selling you doing. You selling on the motherfucking star. Anyways.
Is more than likely in that large planet to maybe even star level tier of power. And in Naruto's case, we have half of the Nine Tails supposedly having enough power to destroy the world, and obviously not only could Naruto harness the full half of the Nine Tails, but even another half after the war, and he also has 6-path Sage Mode, which on its own is just tiers above the Nine Tails in power. And obviously we have Baron Mode, which is even stronger than that. Naruto, while barely having any chakra, body slams Momoshiki, who's able to absorb the stars and celestial bodies within Kaguya's dimension. As for the last member of the big three we haven't discussed about, that being Ichigo, I mainly use a calc from the Bleach movie that Ichigo would power cliff hundreds of times over, but I don't really
use a Bleach movie feat? Although are the Bleach movies even canon? You know what? Go ahead, King.
That's necessary here. Instead, I'll just say, like Naruto and Luffy, he's around that Planet 2 star level tier, through upscaling from beings like Yamamoto, who can destroy the entire Soul Society within a very short amount of time. This same Soul Society containing dozens of stars, and Ichigo would go on to cliff him and the verse aside from Yuha pretty badly. So all three members have scaling that can put them in that star level tier of power, but what about their speed? Well, funny enough, I do believe all three fighters are in a similar tier of speed as well. I won't get into specifics because that's not the point of this battle, but just know all three at the very least should be combating and reaching at speeds faster than the speed of light. And no, not traveling at the speed of light like half of you motherfuckers get confused. I mean combat and react at the speed of light.
Oh shit, man. Hey, when he said motherfuckers, he was talking about me. I'm motherfuckers because I thought he was talking about that too.
And Ichigo have all evaded light speed attacks before their big transformations, or even when the power cliffing began in their respective series. Because funnily enough, all three verses have crazy power cliffs around the later parts of the series. So given their transformations and multipliers of said transformations, they should all be faster than light. As for their abilities, Luffy's main notable ones are Gear 5's Toon Force power, his advanced Haki that allows him to negate durability, hit through defenses without even touching his opponent, and see into the future. Blunt attacks for the most part don't work on him.
I just thought about some
made of rubber, and Luffy himself in Gear 5 can grab intangible things like lightning. And if a
wait, let me use my brain. I've been watching a lot of One Piece videos. Luffy does have like an advanced version of Conqueror's Haki. They can attack people's souls and spirits, or at least attack on a spiritual level without even touching them. So that I think Luffy can dead ass negate infinity, right? I don't know.
Opponents are far weaker than Luffy, then he could just flex his Conqueror's aura and knock him out. As for Naruto, well, his main abilities pretty much consist of him jumping his opponent with Shadow Clone, Spam Rasengan, and Rasen Shuriken, which ignore durability, and that's about it. But after the war, he has shown the ability to use things like Magnet and Lava Release, which would allow him to incapacitate his opponents, along with having things like Precog with Sage Mode, can resist Mind Hacks, Regeneration, and other chicken nugget things like having all 5 basic chakra natures. He does have a lot of other crazy abilities, but these are the main ones to know. And Ichigo, well, he has Getsu Getensho,
Ichigo just throws
affect your soul on an atomic level, and
he just throws
Getensho and can affect your soul on an atomic level. Seriously,
though, and then
that's all about you really need to say for Ichigo. Oh, and all three can fly like Gojo, which is kind of cool, I guess. Now, as for how the fight would go, regardless of Gojo's opponent, it really doesn't matter. Not only does Gojo get completely outclassed here in stats by all 3 of the members of the big 3, but all 3 also have a way to beat Gojo. And like Gojo, they don't even have to touch him. You see, if Gojo were to try and attack Luffy and Ichigo, if they were to just flex their spirit aura, they pretty much just crumple Gojo on the spot. Luffy would do it with
Gojo gets killed by Conqueror's Haki.
Meanwhile, Naruto could harm Gojo by using Frog Kata, as it allows Naruto to freely manipulate nature energy, which is just energy all around Naruto. So it would be just him throwing a punch like how he did in the Pain Saga, only now it would just one-shot Gojo. He's not fast enough to get his domain off, and even if he somehow gets off Hollow Purple, Naruto and Ichigo can just smack that away. While Luffy would just weave this with his Future Sight and hit Gojo with an advanced Conqueror's Punch. Gojo unironically loses to 2 out of the 3 members by shitting himself, while the other one just uppercuts the air and one-shots him. I'm sorry for the Jujutsu Kaisen fans who came to this video thinking that Gojo was just gonna be universal, have inaccessible speed, and just body slam all 3 of them. Unfortunately, that is not how it works around here. I am not biased and I'm powerful, so Gojo gets body slammed. Stay mad and subscribe if you are new to the channel and want more versus battle content.
Hey, I mean, listen, hold on. I thought that when he did that punch against Pain, I thought that was just the wind that was hitting pain, which wouldn't be able to bypass Gojo's infinity. If Naruto would have pulled out his Sage Toes and put him under that Genjutsu, the same one that Jiraiya did, that can work. I'm still not buying the wind punch for Naruto. Say that Gojo would just get knocked out by Luffy's Conqueror's Haki is questionable itself. Ichigo's spiritual pressure, that's valid, you know what I'm saying, I guess. I mean, I already knew the Big Three was beating Gojo, to be honest with you. I think out of each member of the Big Three, Luffy probably has the best chance with his hacks just generally being able to get around infinity, so, you know. Hey, but let me know in the comment section down below, who do you think will win the fight between Gojo and the Big Three? If you guys like this video, hit the subscribe button. This has helped me, but it helps you too. Why so you can see content similar to this one. If you did subscribe to me, I appreciate it a lot. If you guys didn't, guess we'll part ways. Either way I go, I'm out here, trying to keep it easy, and I'm gone. Peace.
That's all it is, man. Leap of faith.
Hundred